I feel sick with 5 minutes to go. I am not at all happy. I'm embarrassed. It's the first time I've been embarrassed in this competition. I just want to crawl into the corner and hide.
Lift your lids on the mystery box.
When I lift the lid off my box, I've got different types of meat, onions, garlic, tomato sauce, herbs, so I immediately think it's definitely something Italian.
I know that it's going to be an Italian pasta dish. I thought maybe bolognese or something like that.
Okay, guys, what you have there is all the ingredients for a classic Italian spaghetti and meatballs.
Spaghetti and meatballs is even better because I actually don't like bolognese, so my big stress at that stage is going, right, spaghetti and meatballs in 30 minutes, that's going to be tight.
I make bolognese relatively frequently, but I honestly can't remember the last time I've made a meatball ever. But could be worse.
Okay, the remainder of you can lift the lids on your mystery boxes now.
I see little sponge fingers, and I have no idea what is in store for me.
Well, under my box, I've got lady fingers, so I immediately know it's tiramisu.
Yeah, some of you have guessed it. What you have there is all the ingredients for a classic Italian dessert, tiramisu.
I know there's like mascarpone, I know there's cream, and there's booze and biscuits and coffee. How it all fits together, I'm not quite sure of.
I see a recipe. I'm going, this is perfect for me. I can follow a recipe. I was quite relieved, actually, until I looked at the recipe closely. It has no quantities, it has no method. All it has is the list of ingredients, basically, and the title of what each component is. I was panicking.
I think everybody except for us had not made tiramisu before.
Very, very worried at this stage.
So what we want, guys, one dish, classic spaghetti and meatballs, and one dish of tiramisu.
You burnt your sauce the first time.
Sofrito only.
No, only the sofrito, so you started again.
Yeah. I know.
Oh no, you're gonna do it?
I think so. I'll hope so.
Okay, Josh, I'm completely worried about Jack and Kerry. Kerry seems to be like on another planet as far as the tiramisu goes. Jack's just burnt the sofrito, the fried onion part of his sauce. He's had to start his sauce again.
Do you think I should just quickly put it on the heat to thicken it a little bit?
No, I think that's good.
Eh?
I have no idea.
Okay,
what you want.
I'm
I didn't
going
say to put it on the heat, so I wouldn't be putting it on the heat.
Okay, but
that's up to you.
if I don't do the tiramisu correctly, I'm going to be the reason that we go home. I feel sick with 5 minutes to go. I am not at all happy. I'm embarrassed. It's the first time I've been embarrassed in this competition. I just want to crawl into the corner and hide.
Go on, guys, help each other out if you can't do it. Let's go, let's go. Pasta's done, meatballs are done. Make sure you get this tiramisu up.
I'm just thinking I need to beat the hell out of this egg because I do not want to go home.
Guys, this might just come down to it's not pretty, it's not perfect, but it's on the plate. Get it on the plate. Just make sure you get 2 dishes up. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop cooking, guys. Stop cooking.
Good girl. That was tough. That was tough.
Oh. That's awesome. Okay, that's awesome then.
There's a little bit of relief that at least you've finished, that you've plated, but then there's disappointment and there's guilt, you know, that you've let someone down. I'm completely convinced we're going home on the tiramisu.
Nikki Jordan, you're up. Let's go.
My feelings towards the tiramisu have not changed. I'm pretty much despising the tiramisu, dreading the comments from the judges.
I'm really happy with the meatball dish, and I've tasted the meatballs. They're full of flavour and nice and tender and moist.
Josh is very hard to read when he's tasting the dishes, and today it's no exception. I just hope he's in a good mood.
Presentation's not tiramisu as I know it, but however.
Looking at the tiramisu, I'm not that confident. Like, I know the flavours are there, but yeah, just the execution wasn't, I guess. Sorry, Mum.
Jordan and Nikki. Jordan, you did the pasta and meatballs. Perfect pasta. Really lovely sauce. You did the best meatballs. I really love them. They're very moist, full of flavour.
Nikki, at tiramisu, you know, well, it reduced you to tears. You had an absolute disaster with it. You've never made it before. You've never eaten it before. At least you had all the flavours in there. But it really just didn't do anything to resembling the tiramisu. The Sabayon was just in ruins.
Even though I know the tiramisu is not good, I am confident that Jordan's meatballs are really good, and I hope that that will be what enables us to stay.
Everything is so different from what we first came in together.
So everything past that twist was a bonus for us. So, hey, it was good. You know,
Yeah.
we're just enjoying every day, and we go home, we go home.
Yeah.
One minute I looked at you and I thought you were having an absolute shocker. Next minute you had this sitting in front of you. It was like you pulled it out of the fridge out the back or something.
Jack and Kerry. Now, Jack, your pasta was cooked just right, al dente. Meatballs a little bit dry, but quite a nice flavour. But you burnt your first sofrito the first time you fried the onions, and you had to redo it. I don't think you had time to cook the onions enough, so they were a little bit raw. And that raw onion flavour, I'm afraid, came through in your sauce, which is a shame.
Kerry, tiramisu, you know, amazing looking, but that was where it really ended on resembling too much of a tiramisu. It was just all cream and mousse, and I couldn't really find any fingers. In fact, I thought there was only one or maybe two in there. Not really soaked. I didn't get enough coffee. I didn't get enough alcohol.
I believe that she's done her best today. I've done my best today, and that's what we put up. And if it's not good enough, so be it.
Walking out with our plates to the judges, I'm just hoping for the best, really.
I'm thinking they both look really good. I really liked the look of Shelley's tiramisu. Looking round, no one had plated it like Shelley. And I thought, well, that's either going to be a bonus or it's going to send us home. Ray goes back for a second taste of the sauce. I'm thinking, okay, did he not quite get that bitterness the first time? They taste Shelley's and you hear this big crunch. You did not.
I knew the Sabayon was good. I knew that the coffee mixture was good, and I knew the cream was perfect. I just knew that the ladyfingers were not
soft enough.
Trudy and Shelley, let's start with your spaghetti and meatballs. You've done it a million times before. Showed, you just went on to automatic and you did it. Pasta was cooked perfectly, really nice pasta. Meatballs, possibly just a little dry. I think a bit of a hurry, you probably cooked them with quite a high temperature.
Yeah.
Tell by the browning on the outside. And the sauce, it was good flavour, needed a bit of salt.
Tiramisu. Shelley, you've made tiramisu before? Yeah, I thought it was a great version. Really liked your presentation. You had good flavour throughout. The one thing that you didn't do was soak your sponge fingers for long enough.
Our feedback's not great. It's not really bad, but it's not great.
No, I'm not confident.
Take the plates up, put them down, and then, I don't know, the judges, they just stare at you.
Totally wish they'd say at least something during the tasting. It's like complete hell standing there.
I wish they would have said you're either through or eliminated before we had to do the challenge.
Right, Glenn, perfect pasta, really lovely sauce, very moist meatballs, and I really loved the rosemary flavour. I saw you put that rosemary in there. You jammed it in the food processor, didn't you? Well, it worked. I thought it was a really good flavoured dish. Nicely done.
James, great tiramisu. Really nice. The coffee flavour, the alcohol flavour, and then a nice cream. Overall, it was a great tiramisu. Well done.
Thank you. Turns out I can make pavlova and tiramisu.
As we're standing in front of the judges, we're both thinking we really want to be here, we want to stay. I hope we've done well enough to do that.
A lot of work to get it into here, wasn't there?
2 sabayons.
How many sabayons?
She got there.
You got there.
She got there. We're looking for some sort of reaction from the judges as they try our dishes, but the usual nonchalance, nonchalant glare.
I've never felt so self-conscious having my spaghetti and meatballs eaten either, to be fair. I was like, oh my God. You know, it's like the most simple dish in the world.
Jamie and Beck, pasta was cooked perfectly, Jamie. It was all very competently done. Didn't stand out as completely, like, delicious, wow. But you did a good job.
Thanks.
Beck, tiramisu was a little bit of a disaster. You obviously haven't made it before. It took you multiple attempts. What we got in the end, I did get all the tiramisu flavours. I had the coffee, I had the liqueur, I had the cream, I had the biscuits. Unfortunately, your sabayon was half split, half liquidy with all sorts of other things mixed in, which didn't really, you know, provide that creaminess. Technically, it wasn't by any means perfect.
I think that we're going home because I've mucked up the tiramisu too badly to let her lovely meatballs redeem.